it do, YouTube? It's your boy Beach Junkie back with another one. So today we are going to be putting on some rock guards from ZL1 add-ons. Pardon, there's bugs everywhere, but you see it out here in the Victus t-shirt. If you don't know what a Victus is, go ahead and look it up. I'll put a link in the description. But today we're gonna put on these rock guards, and I'm gonna show you what they look like. ZL1 add-ons. So all we really need for this job today is a cloth, a pry tool, and some alcohol, and the rest is in there. So I'll show you what the kit looks like, and what the rock guards look like in a second. So let's get to it. So we're gonna unbox this. I only got one hand, so you're gonna have to work with me here. So let's go ahead and flip around. All right, so we're gonna pull these out. All right. So these are the rears. So these are the rears. They feel pretty solid and sturdy, and that's why I got them, because all the reviews I saw said that they were really sturdy. Actually, matter of fact, I made a mistake. These are the rears. They're not labeled, but you just kind of know. So we have the front here, the rears right here, and then when I take them out, I'll let you see what they look like. I'm gonna shake them around. They're really sturdy. Like I said, they have some weight to them, so that's good, because I find that to be reliable versus some of the other ones I've seen. I actually was gonna order one, but the reviews were so bad, but I guess they were popular that everybody had them. So yeah, once I start getting them out of this plastic, I'll turn the camera back on. That's swift in the back, right? So I'm gonna flip this camera around, but this is one of the front ones, and as you can see, like me flapping this, that's the skinny end, me flapping this around, and this is holding up sturdy. They have slotted holes here, so dipped in, so I can just use the clips that come with the car. I don't have to change clips or anything. So, and the clips just slide right in, so that's a perfect fit. And essentially where they go right in. They're gonna sit right in here like this. So, you know, it's an easy fix, easy switch. It's nothing really complicated. The most I'll probably have to do is just turn my front wheel to the opposite side of the back ones. There's no, you can't turn your back wheels. So I'll just have to work and maneuver my fingers around. But it's an easy install, an easy modification to your car. And then once I get them on, I'll let y'all know what they look like, and I'll probably just show you once I get one on what it looks like. So, all right, so far I have 3 clips out for the front side. So the front side, there's 4 clips, 1 at the top, and then 3 bottom ones. So I already have 3 of them out. I'm just gonna remove this last one at the bottom with the pry tool. And just making sure that, take your time with the pry tool. It's not that big of a deal. These things kind of like pop in and out, so you can always just slide them back in. And especially if you're using the right tools, like sometimes I would use a flathead screwdriver, because they actually put a slot on here where you can use a flathead screwdriver. But these things right here, if you're dealing with like your interior or moving like anything, they're make everything easy, and you don't have to worry about scratching or messing anything up. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit all this part where it's actually gonna lay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean this all up, because right now it's definitely dirty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe it down with cloth and some alcohol, and I'll touch that up, because on the back of it, so it is held in by the 4 clips. Again, like I said, you have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. But on the back of it is also held in by 3M tape. So if you don't want this to come off, because the 3M tape is gonna pretty much help with the arch, you need to make sure you're wiping this down before you do anything. So we're gonna get to that in a second, and I'll turn this right back on once I wipe it down. I'm not gonna have y'all sit here and watch me clean it. Unless you wanna watch me clean. I like to clean. So if you don't wanna watch me clean, we can get to that too. But I'm not gonna do that to you. I'll turn it back on once I get it cleaned and start to put it on. Right. I said bye. Peace out. All right, so this part is clean to my liking. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit. The 3M tape comes down, and again, I don't know how much you guys can see, but it comes down before you get to the bottom of the first bottom screw or plug. So essentially what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take this top part of this 3M tape off. I don't know if you guys can see that. I gotta get my, I don't have no nails right now. I would do this after I just cut my nails. So we're gonna see. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna pull this down a little bit, let it hang out. So when I put it on, I can just pull the tape out. I'm actually gonna start at the top, just so I can start at the top. Get the top one aligned. So as soon as we can get this top one aligned, there we go. All right, so that top one is aligned. It's in there. And then you can just kind of slide this in here. All right, so before I pull the 3M tape and I do anything here. So first thing I want to do is make sure that my holes on the bottom are aligned. So I may be blocking your view. If I'm blocking your view, I apologize, but I definitely want to make sure I do that first before I pull the 3M tape. And once I put the 3M tape in place, it's definitely going to be harder to make adjustments. All right. So, and I'm not going to put the plugs in the bottom yet because the center one I'm going to have to make sure. All right, so it's aligned. So now I'm just going to pull straight down on the 3M tape. I'm going to check it again, make sure it's aligned. Then I'm just going to start pushing on the 3M tape across that molding. Right. So there we go with that. So that part is on. We're good to go there. All right, so that part is done. So I do know I'm going to work to this top hole, and then I'm going to work to this middle hole, but I'm going to have to push. So essentially, let me see if I get the camera in here. Let me turn this real quick. That's pretty close. But essentially right in here, that is a tire. Right here is your lining. And again, this is so bright. I'm gonna have to turn it again. How you doing? So right in here is your lining. And pretty much you have to make sure that that lining is lined up with the hole so that the push pin could actually go back in. So 3M tape is good. I'm gonna do it again just to push on it a little bit more, make sure. And then we're gonna take these clips, one of which I don't know where it is, and we're gonna get them back in here. All right, so I'm turning the camera back on. This top one gave me a little bit of trouble because I couldn't get my hand behind the, essentially behind the lining. So essentially you have to put something, I used a pry tool to get behind it, but I had to actually use my hand to get further back there, because essentially when you take these out, the wheel liner begins to flap and is loose now in these spots. So if you push against it, it just moves back and forth. So once I put in the clip, of course, the wheel liner is moving. So then I just have to put my hand back here, apply some pressure, pushing it forward so it doesn't move when I put the clip in. And so now we're in there good and sturdy. So I'll show you what this side looks like. That's what, and again, the sun is kind of blocking it out, but I'm gonna try to get some pictures later on when it's not so bright out for you. So now on to the other side. All right, so now we're gonna do the driver's side. Since it's the same thing, I'm not gonna get y'all the whole run through. I'm just gonna clean first, unpop the clips, and then pop it in. So next time I turn this camera back on, all these shall be done, because the sun is so bright that I don't even really know how much of this video is actually gonna be seen. So I'm still gonna put it up though, I guarantee that much. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna clean it and then I'll get back to y'all. All right, so I'm back and I'm in the shade a little bit here. So now I'm gonna do the rears. I did the front ones. Honestly, I don't want to say it's difficult because it's not difficult. It's just that you definitely have to have patience to get those front ones in, because the fender liner it moves. So if you don't get anything behind it to push it forward, it is really difficult to, I don't know why I took that. Yeah, I don't need to take the top one off. It is really difficult to get it in. So you have to be definitely patient. And it's not like the back ones where it has space where you can get easy tools in. Like if I had the car lifted, it'd probably be definitely easier because I could see, but I didn't think it was worth me jacking the car up to do that. So I didn't do that. Didn't have any plans on doing that. So yeah, but the rear should be a little bit easier to get the clips back in because I can stick my hand in and I can push the wheel liner forward. So essentially that'd be it. And this is what the rear one looks like with the 2 spots of 3M tape. I'm gonna pull this one to this side, and then I'm gonna take this one and pull it to the other side. So all right, I'm gonna clean her up and then we'll get going. All right, so I've already completed the driver's side rear. So now I'm gonna clean up the backside rear with some alcohol. Yeah, again, the driver's side, the fronts are more difficult than the rears, of course. So, I mean, you really only have to clean a certain area of it, but I think it's best you just clean everything, wipe it down good. I use a microfiber towel, and I'm getting in all the little spots where potentially, the tape will hit. Cleaning it real good, some alcohol. I'll let that dry for a second. It doesn't take alcohol very long to dry. And then I did hit it again. I was hitting them again just to make sure. Even though the tape is not the primary thing that is holding it on, it's a secondary measure, but you still want to make sure that the tape is holding. So, and because it's a bend and curve in here, you want to make sure that you're getting it, putting some pressure on it so that it's forming to the actual fender well. It's forming to the fender well, and not just sitting like almost in a straight line. You want it to curve. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these off. Take those out. That's one, and it's only, again, the back only has 2. I think earlier I said 3, but the back only has 2. So there you go, simple like that. Out and we good to go. And again, I'll show you. This is the rear slotted hole so that the clip sits flush versus on top. I like that. That was a very good idea, or good thinking by ZL1. So later on, I'll just give you a review of what I think about them, like on the car and things like that. So I'm going to start with the bottom hole. We'll put it in, and then because it's easier to rotate bottom, or if it was one at the top like we did that one, so it's easier to rotate from the bottom over, and then placing this one in the middle. The same thing with the tape. I'm going to start the tape here at the bottom and then this one at the top. So yeah, so that's that. I know I said I wasn't going to turn the camera back on until I was completely done, but I wanted to at least show y'all how easy it is on the back side. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off, get that little corner, and we'll pull it up a little bit so that it's at least out, so that I can pull it out. And I'll start the top one just a little bit, so when I get it on, I don't have very much to do but to just kind of like pull it off just a little bit. So alright, I hope I can see this. Like I said, the lighting is so bright out today, even though it's not. And it's actually nice out. It says it's gonna be cool, but it's actually really nice out. So again, I'm gonna take the bottom one, put it in, pull the tape out a little bit. I'm gonna make sure I'm lining the the hole up where it should be before I pull the tape off. So I'm just gonna line that hole. Make sure the tape's out a little bit. A little red side is out just a little bit. So I can get to it. I don't want to pull it all the way off just yet. Put this in. Push it over. Make sure this is lined up. It's lined up. So essentially what I'll do, I'll just clip this in. This off, and then we'll just apply some pressure, to make sure that it's sticking to the fender. On the other side, I just kind of held the fender and then like pushed in like places, giving some pressure, like that. Some pressure, and then it's just putting it in the second hole. But here, again, like I said, I kind of pulled some of this piece off. So I'll get some of the tape going. There you go, you see the red part. I'll clip this down, clip that. We'll pull the tape a little bit so the tape can come off. Some pressure. And there we go. The rear is in. I don't know how many minutes that was, but it's done. Sorry y'all seeing my back, but camera angles. I don't have a cameraman or anything like that. So, I just check the back, make sure everything's good here. And it looks good. It looks good to me. So that's a ZL1 add-on rock guards. Easy, simple modification. It adds to the look, but it also protects the vehicle. So essentially, maybe depending on how I think about it, I can also get some yellow 3. Because my color, like I said, my color is black and yellow. So I may be able to get some 3M and wrap this, at least the corner edges. Maybe a reflector wrap, put some yellow here and around here. So I don't know, I'll think about it. I don't want to go too crazy with the yellow. I just want the yellow to be a simple accent color. So yeah, so that's that install, you guys. And like I said, once I get in the car, I'll let y'all know how I feel about it, the install, the whole process. So yeah, I'll get back to you. All right, so what I do, I am back. All right, so as you can see, I changed and whatever. I mean, I didn't really get too stylish, but check the hat out. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it. But that says that Beach Junkie 392 up there. Hey, boy, it's your boy on top of his hat. It is what it is. I like it. So, I'll take a picture of it and show it to you. I got a haircut too. So, big things popping around here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, big things popping. All right, so right now I'm on my way to meet one of the car club members to change his lights for him. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I actually just finished hanging out with 2 other members. They're watching them. They getting some work. One of them's getting some work done to his 392. It's the one. His car has actually been on this on the channel before. He has the red guts, that nice, beautiful red interior. Super jealous of that interior. That interior is smoking. Even though my colors is, I want my colors to be yellow and black and like a grayish, whitish. I still love that red interior. So that red interior kind of like sets off everything. So he's getting some wrap work done to it, and what I seen was super clean and like it looked good. Like his idea of what he wanted to do and where he going with it looks super clean. So maybe later down the road, I'll get some footage of him of the car with it done and complete. So I'm looking forward to seeing it completely done. But yeah, so now we're gonna head out here to get those lights done for one of them, and then it's gonna be a done day. I'm tired, you know what I'm saying? Work all week, doing schoolwork, trying to maintain everything that I have going on in my personal life. So yeah, it's not an easy thing, but like everything I'm doing, I'm enjoying. I'm not doing anything that I'm not enjoying. So but it's still tiring, and you still have to kind of like balance everything. And that's the thing about life. Life is a balance, right? I can't shift too much to like saying doing everything with cars, and I can't shift to just doing everything as far as like work and studying, because then I'm off balance. I have to have a balance of grinding, a balance of just having
in 2 miles,
time,
use the right 2 lanes to take
like
exit 35 for I-2.
as I'm doing things, right? So yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. I need to figure out where I'm going, so I'm gonna have to pause this video for a second and I'll get back to you. All right, so I think I'm gonna do a quick pull real fast to see if y'all can let me get in between these cars really quick. Let's see. How can you not like that sound? I know people that don't like that sound. Like people that drive Teslas. I mean, granted, the Tesla's fast. I mean, we're not gonna knock Tesla. But I don't want to drive in silence. I don't. I need that sound. I need the rev of the engine. I need to hear the motor. I need to hear the exhaust. I just need to hear it, right? I don't know how people don't like that sound. So, but anyway, it's just me. But all right, let me get to what I was actually turned this on for. Before y'all turn this damn video up like the heat tripping. So I was gonna get to what I was talking about before. So yeah, finding that balance, like everything is that's essential for me. Like the key to life, of trying to find a balance. And it's not always going to be a perfect balance, but you have to be able to mix how you grind with being able to find enjoyment in life, because you only get to live this life as far as we know one time. You get to do this one time, as we know. So enjoy it, work hard, put in the effort to what you want to do, but you have to be able to do both, and that's where I'm kind of at right now. So like I said, whatever time I have left on this earth, that's what my life is going to be about, trying to find a balance between grinding and being there for people, doing things for people, giving to people, which I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy being able to help somebody, or just be a sounding board for someone, or anything. Like if I can help somebody or help somebody do something, I'm all about that life. So it is definitely my thing of how I think that's my calling, right? Like I don't know how people are religious, or people, you know, watching and believe in religion or whatever, but I think that's my calling. My calling and my passion has always been to help people, always to give. And then with giving, sometimes you do get burned out, like because a lot of times, especially you're taking on other people's problems or emotions and things they are going through. But I take pride in people being able to, or feeling as if, hey, that's the person I can go to, because I know he's going to listen. I know he's going to give me sound advice. So I take pride in that. So a lot of times, though I may feel overwhelmed, that's what keeps me going, right? So, but it's balancing that too, like with being able to tell somebody, like, hey, I want to be able to sit and talk to you today, but today I'm just not going to be able to do it today, but maybe tomorrow, you know. And that's a little harder for me to do, because I hate telling people no, because I always feel like some form of guilt, like, damn, maybe what if I should have helped them, or I should have done this, I should have done that. But in my life, learning from my grandmother, who I miss dearly, she would tell me, like, sometimes you just have to tell people no, and it's okay, right? It's okay. So that's where I am right now. So I'm going out here, I'm going to put these lights on his car, I'm gonna head back to my humble abode and find something to eat. And if there's college football on, this feels weird. I haven't watched a college football game because it just doesn't feel right. So but I watched a little bit of football Sunday night. My Cowboys lost. What did I say to y'all? If y'all watched the last video, what did I say? This could either be really good or really bad. We can be 11-5, or we can be 8-8, 7-9. And who knows with the Cowboys? No matter what they look like on paper, you never know what they're gonna put out product wise. So, but other than that, things are straight. So I may turn the camera back on once I get up with Frank or whatever, but I may not. May call this video what it is. But if this is the video, I will say this. before I end this, the rocket guards from ZL1 add-ons, I absolutely love them. Like, I've been driving, they're sturdy, like I showed you. They don't move, they look good. I've actually got like compliments from and then I actually was driving with the Charger and we stopped in traffic. He was like, yo man, where you get those from? And I told him. Now I do want to say this about those things, and every business right now is kind of using COVID as an excuse as to why some of the business practices are crazy. So the rock guards were ordered with the express shipping, and they did not come in an expressly manner. They didn't come fast. Whatever. They didn't get to me fast, okay? So, and my issue with that is when you contact them, they say, well, it's COVID. Yeah, I understand COVID exists, but maybe you then should not offer express shipping. And if you on an offer express shipping, maybe do it at a lesser price if you know that the product is not going to get there in time. There needs to be something, that lets the customer know. And that's my business practice 101. If I talk to any client or I talk to a business, when I used to sit there and I talk to you, I would tell you like, hey, these are the things you need to do in order to keep your customers happy, to keep your clients happy. This good business practice. So if you know COVID is an issue with you mailing things, stop offering express shipping because it's just not going to get there, and let the customer know that. But outside of that, I've never had an issue with them. And I mean, again, I've only used 2 products, and I'm thinking about getting a 3rd product. So I have the wicker bill, and now I have the rock guards. But they definitely have to work on that, because if you're not going to be able to provide the service that you said that you're going to provide, then just let it be known so that no one spends extra money to make that happen. So that was my only issue with ZL1 add-ons. But outside of that, their products, no problem at all. The products are phenomenal, quality, sturdy, and then like I said, I'm gonna do another review and see how it's going in a couple of weeks or a month or so. But right now, they look good, they're sturdy, and I mean, like, even like flapping, because I made sure to flap the thinner end, because a lot of times, you flap something on the thinner end, it moves and wiggles. Now it was sturdy, so I'm excited about them lasting. But again, I'm gonna end this video. If I decide to turn the camera back on, I'll just turn it back on, and we'll see what happens. But for right now,